Hey guys, it's taken a while, but it's finally here. We have October's special edition of Geek Gear World of Wizardry. Hey guys, welcome to the Kim Wright YouTube channel. Now I've just returned from work and I found a box waiting on my bed. This box was huge and I immediately knew what it was. I knew it was coming. I just wasn't 100% sure when it was coming. There's been a lot of backlog with the post recently. I think because they're trying to get through the Christmas stuff. So I believe this is October's special edition. It's too early to be November's one, so I'm pretty sure it's not. It's October's. But let's open it and find out. As always, we start with T-shirts. And one thing that is common with the special edition is we get 2 T-shirts, usually one with long sleeves. And this one is the long sleeved one, and it is Sirius. I think this is to do with astronomy because it's particularly about the dog star. It says on the bottom, the brightest star in the sky, almost twice as bright as Canopus. I'm not sure what Canopus is. I might have to do some research later. But, interestingly, it looks like Sirius Black's dog, which I think is actually called Sirius. And it's just amazing. It actually catches his scruffy dog-like appearance and the beautiful star at the top as well. And it's just absolutely brilliant. I do love it. I think it's wonderful. I think it's good. Definitely wearing this tomorrow, particularly the long sleeve. Okay, we might have a mystical beast theme here because we have, I think that's the Fantastic Beast book at the bottom. Bring it closer so you can see it is a book. And it has, oops, I'm trying to put it over my arm, there we go. So it has forks at the top, then it's got a hippogriff, a dragon, and I think this is Nibble, the dragon that Hagrid has. We've got a griffin on the very bottom, and then we've got a normal snowy owl, which I think is meant to be Hagrid. I think they look absolutely awesome. Brilliant. And this is the short-armed one. And this is good. I'm loving it. Slightly worried it might be too big, but I think this is a men's medium. But this is wonderful. I love the quality of the shirts. Just keep getting better and better and better, and they are just brilliant. Right, there's the wand. Okay, got a package. I'm not sure what it is. It's got a little fish hook on the top, and then it's got what looks like to be a hammer. I think this is supposed to be a stand. This might actually take a little while. Let's see what the other one is. Okay, that looks like part of a top bit. Is this a signpost? It looks like a signpost. I think that bit's meant to go on the top right there, I think. Interestingly, it's got masking tape on the bottom, but I don't know what the masking tape is for. Still a little bit baffled. These look like scales. Okay, I'm just as baffled. So these appear to be regular, ordinary scales. I'm tempted to say they're judgmental scales, which probably suggests that they're from the Ministry of Magic or Maca, but I really don't know. They're designed like snakes. It's interesting. Maybe if I remove the masking tape. Oh, hello. Oh! 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 Gosh. Okay, now it makes a little bit of sense. And the masking tape makes sense as well, which makes me nervous. I've just ripped it off. So these are little weighing scales. So this is an old set of scales. Are they magnet? I think they're magnetized. But we've got a collection of those right at the bottom of this bit here, which, uh-oh. Yes, I think I have just dropped one. Damn it. Gotta go and find it now. Okay, so they're not magnetized. Damn it. Oh! Ah, damn it! Okay, so as I was saying, these 3 bumps here, they're designed like scales, but you only get 3 removing ones, which you can actually put in these holes here. However, I think they are a particular size, so I think I have now just literally got these stuck. Oh, there goes one. And there goes the other. So this is going to take a little while, so bear with me a sec. Got it! So, it's got 2 scales, a little snake scale here which does swing round, and it's got 3 removable weights. There's a part of me that thinks that this is based on the Ministry of Magic, but I'm not 100% sure because it does look a little bit weird. And because of the missing ones, I am going to have to be a bit careful with them. So I need to find a place to put them to keep them safe. Okay, I think it's going to be safe where I put it. I still have no idea what it's meant to represent exactly, but I'm sure we'll find out soon. So I think this is meant to be the badge of the leap year, leap month. And sticking with the idea of a free time, it's actually butterbeer, which I actually know how to make. And it is a normal brooch, which is pretty cool. And on the background, it's actually got the actual pub. I think it's the pub in Hogsmeade. I don't think it's the one where they first meet Professor Quirrell in Philosopher's Stone. Beg your pardon, not Chamber of Secrets. But this is pretty cool, and this is awesome. I've got quite a unique little collection, actually. I should start actually noting them down. At some point, I am going to start tidying up. I do need another storage box at some point. That is on my list of things to get. Okay, now we're going into Gringotts, which is the bank. And it is... Unless the scales come from Gringotts as well. You know, I never thought of that. Maybe they're from Gringotts as well, as in measuring the amount of gillions in a bag. It's got the goblin. Is it a goblin? I think they're meant to be goblins. From Gringotts. And then it's got, I think this is one of the vaults in their little vault area. 687... I think either 687 is Harry Potter's vault, where his family left him loads of wizardry money. Or, I don't think it is, because I can't quite remember the number, but I don't think it was 687. But 687 could be the vault that had the Philosopher's Stone in it. I just don't remember it being 687. I'm sure it was 224 or something. I'll do some research and have a little look. But that's quite a nice little gift to have. My own special little Gringotts coin. Got quite a nice little collection of those as well that I might show you guys close to Christmas. Oh, wow. This is pretty cool. So it is a poster I think this is from... I'm looking at the teachers. I think this is from Half-Blood Prince, because it's got the professor, who later reveals who Tom Malvolio is, and about the Horcruxes. It's still got Hagrid as one of the teachers. And it hasn't got Professor Quirrell, so I don't think this is from Philosopher's Stone. This is a question I want to ask. Can anyone remember the orders that the seats were? So this picture has Gryffindor being the centre. My dyslexia plays up all the time. Right. And I think, if I remember rightly, Hufflepuff is the middle on the left, Ravenclaw is the far end on the right, and Slytherin is the far end on the left. I think, I'm not 100% sure. That's something interesting to, if anyone's got their, kept an eye on Hogwarts. But this is actually really cool. This looks like it was like a poster for Hogwarts. I was tempted to say this is the poster that they use for their Warner Brothers studio. But I don't think it is. I think it's a... Yeah, I don't think it is. I think it's just a random poster that you can get, possibly even from the Wizarding World effect. But this is pretty cool. I'm loving this. I wish there was somewhere I could put them, but at the moment I don't have anywhere to put them. Okay, this is where we have a little bit of fun. Okay, straight away I'm thinking Norse gods. Maybe Norway? I don't know, I might have got the country slightly wrong. But the area I'm thinking of where they use maybe Scotland as well. Oh no, it's the wrong type of wood. But check this out. It's got a little shell on the base, which looks like it's part of a trumpeting horn. But equally, it's actually an ammonite shell, which makes it more interesting. This is someone who would definitely probably be by the sea, because I'd imagine this is probably made out of driftwood. So certainly people, I wouldn't say Neptune as in god of the sea, but certainly someone who's close to the sea, I would say would have a wand like this. And they would actually have it so that the shell was upwards, but they would place it so that it's down. So they'd use it upwards, but place it flat with it down. Probably hold it a little bit like this, maybe with one finger on the shell, again for balance. But check out, it's a very plain wand, but the detail on the actual wood bit is brilliant. If it wasn't for the shell, I'd say this is one of the ones that Gandalf would probably have, because the stick kind of matches what his stick looks like. But the shell suggests someone who works at the sea. Maybe Poseidon would have a wand like this, if he has a wand. Who else lives nearby the sea? Probably one of the mer people in Harry Potter. They would have a wand like this. And I'm thinking Zelda Ocarina of Time, they have a group of people that live underneath the sea. Their king would probably have a wand like this. But if not the king, one of the villagers might. Particularly this shell, because it's ammonite. I can't think of a Pokemon. I'm tempted to say a Pokemon would have this wand, but there's not a Pokemon I can think of. Certainly not Ammonite. Ammonite wouldn't have a wand like this. But going with the coexisting that Slowpoke has with Shelder, I would say that a Pokemon would have this kind of wand just because they would want it. I would say if... So there's a type of fox. I think it's Ferenge, if I'm right. Not Ferenge. I might try and put a picture up of the fox. But one of his evolutions has a wand. Now, he's a fire type. But if there was ever an opportunity to turn it into a water type, because he has a stick that he uses to conjure firebolts and flamethrowers out of. Now, if that Pokemon had the option to become a water Pokemon, with it being a fox, you can imagine it, this would be the type of stick that it would have. Very similarly, if it turned into a grass type, it would probably have a little bulb or a shoot sticking out of it. At the moment, it's just a plain stick. Probably, if they did want to conjure up the fire type of the stick, they would actually have a flame sticking out. In fact, they probably would hold it like that. So this is the top of the wand, and this is where the water would shoot out. Very similarly, the bulb would open and out comes. I've never had a closer look at the Pokemon. Have a look and see what you think, and come up with your own options on who you think has this wand, because I think this wand is pretty cool. Again, I've got to tidy up those wands. Okay, so unlike the original, we actually do have a scratch card. I don't think we get anything out of this. So it's another no-win, unfortunately. I do have to collect all of these and send them to Geek Gear because I don't actually know when the expiry date for these are. I have to have a look. I am thinking of getting one of the specials again, but I don't know if I'm interested in any of them enough, if that makes any sense, which it probably doesn't. I was interested in the Creatures one because obviously I'm a Fantastic Beasts fan. Not the U-Tide one that I'm interested in, but the Potions one looks interesting. And if the House Elf is still selling, I'd be interested in that one as well. Not the Halloween one, though. I didn't get what the Necromancy, because Harry Potter doesn't really, as far as I know, doesn't really sink too much into the Necromancy area of magic. I think because it's mostly forbidden. So I was a bit surprised when one of them was Necromancy. But I think they were kind of sticking to the witches and wizards feel, which I can sort of understand. Okay, so I was certainly right with the sea theme when it came to the wands. So it's made from an Anthrosaura wand. I'm not 100% sure what that theme is. I might put it up here. But it's an Anthrosaura wand, 13 3/4 inches, which they all are. Deep sea ruby. I'm guessing that's a special ruby that's found in the deep sea. And I was absolutely right. It is actually made out of driftwood. So I'm getting better and better at my wands. Pretty cool. Cool. Maybe I'll actually have my own collection of special wands, which I keep promising every single year I'm going to do a list of all of my wands, and I always run out of time or I forget. I hope to be able to do this year. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. So let's have a look at the checklist. So we have the Beastly Book t-shirt, the Dog Star long sleeve shirt, which was the one with Sirius, licensed and exclusive Great Hall print. So I think it is just a random picture of the Great Hall, not something from Warner Brothers Studio. Warner Brothers Studio is something I'm really interested in going to, so I'm hoping one day to be able to go. Unique Wands exclusive, the Anthrazora wand. I'll find out what that word means in a minute. Okay, so it's the Wizardry Bank gold scale, so it is linked to Gringotts. I think when I saw the coin, I kind of had worked that out, but I wasn't 100% sure. And I might have to find some tape and stick those, or find a bag and stick those loose bits in before I put them in storage, because I can guarantee you they're going to go missing. Wizardry Bank Gold Goblin Coin. I think that's the highest coin you can get from Wizardry. And the Wizardry Butter Brew Pin Design, which is awesome. I think these items are actually really good. I can't actually pinpoint which one is my favourite. I'm actually really impressed with how well I was able to identify the wand. And certainly I think anyone of the sea would definitely want that wand. I would say the scales are the most interesting item that I've had. Certainly the one that I'm now really terrified about, because I can imagine some stuff going missing. And the coin as well. I think I've got the bronze, silver and gold version of those coins. I think. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to have a look. But World of Wizardry Geek Gear gets better all of the time. And it is absolutely incredible. With Christmas with Christmas coming up real soon, there's going to be time to do advent calendars, and of course you're going to follow me as I prepare for Christmas. Last year I did myself opening the advent calendars and then basing my Christmas activity on those advent calendars. This year I actually have 2 Wizardry advent calendars, both of which was inspired by one of the advent calendars that I picked up last year. It is, amazingly, the turning advent calendar that was Harry Potter. Both of these, they're not exactly the flip turny ones, so you have to sort of search. They are a cube that you turn and you find the numbers. One I think is mostly keychain and wands, and the other one is random stuff. Now both of them are Harry Potter. I don't think they're Fantastic Beasts as such, but hopefully we're going to have a good time. So I haven't got any plans for the advent calendar this year, but I'm certainly going to be showing you, certainly going to be making mince pies again, certainly showing you us putting up the tree. So there will be some Christmas activities, very similar to what we did last year throughout the whole of Christmas time. Also quite recently, which I think is absolutely fun, is the announcement that Fantastic Beasts, the 3rd trilogy, The Secrets of Dumbledore, is coming out next year. I think April, May, I think they said. They might have said a different date since then. Really excited to go and see that film. It's meant to be the 3rd installment. Now, a lot of things have changed since the 2nd film, so we'll see how they've managed to adapt to all of the changes that have happened and how they continue the story. There were rumours that they were going to change the story slightly to what was originally planned. Be interesting to see how it goes. So, from me, stay safe, stay well, keep the magic in your fingertips, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.